Welcome for day 2 of the product training sessions. Today, as I mentioned yesterday, we'll be covering one part of our product that is nobody has seen, realistically speaking. None of the affiliates are aware that this product even exists. And so that's a very exciting and let's say it's going to be very educational. So the product or the group of products we'll be discussing today are called back office apps. The relationship between the founder and the employee of the founder. So hitherto, we've only ever discussed the relationship between the founder and their affiliates / customers. And the entire pitch for Garage is essentially based around that. Now we are introducing a new dimension, or it's always been there, but a dimension that we'll find very useful value based on today's presentation, which is the employee. So let's just do an example before I hand it over. Let's say we sign up a company. Let's say the company is called ABC Corporation. And they currently would, if they attended my presentation yesterday, they would be able to create their office and they would be able to create communities, communities, live streams, digital products, and courses to be able to sell to their customers. And that's a great value proposition. Alternatively, if they don't want to do that, or maybe they want to do that plus more, we also have an entire suite of tools for them to manage their employees. And Abhishek will go through that entire suite of tools today. This is, again, all about employee, which are not affiliates. They could, of course, an employee could also be an affiliate, but almost no affiliates are employees. So that's the better way to look at it. If you have a staff, you're targeting business owners that have staff and real people working for them, they would love what Abhishek is going to show today. This is also the best referenced product that we have. What I mean by that is it's very difficult to make a reference for what I showed yesterday. There's like less than 5 companies that do what I showed yesterday. Definitely for what I'm going to show on Monday, there's probably no companies. That's a good reference for that. However, what Abhishek is going to show today is the most referenced product. So this department of our business is where we compete with the Zohos, the Monday.com, Salesforce, Workday, what's the other one? All of Notion, all of the ERP softwares. So if any of your potential clients are using ERP softwares, such as a CRM or a HR management tool or a project management tool or a workflow management system, all of those are to be replaced with what Abhishek is going to be speaking about today. So apart from the fact that we can save the founder so much money with what Abhishek is going to show, another advantage to Garage is that there is no billing per head on these products. So these products are historically billed per person. If you buy a CRM and you have 10 employees, you usually have to pay $10 multiplied by 10 employees. If you buy an HR tool and you have 100 employees, you usually have to pay X amount of dollars multiplied by the amount of employees. At Garage, we do not charge per employee, nor do we charge per customer, nor do we charge per affiliate to the founder. He pays $96, and that is all he pays. So everything Abhishek is going to show, regardless of the number of employees that a business has, is included in the $96 subscription. So that's kind of the setup. And I will toss it to Abhishek. Please take it away, Abhishek. Go ahead.
Listen. Okay. So just a moment, I'll just set my screen. Okay. So before we move forward about what the whole back office is all about, a bit of context, right? So I think in yesterday's call, we heard Charupan mentioning about the word network economy, network system, hosted. I hope someone was counting. But that being said, how you can look at back office app is, again, it's a part of network, but then this will be your internal network within your companies, which you will use to get things done, smoothly run your company, so on and so forth, right? So if you ask me, back office app is going to be everything like operating system which is going to help you run your business, irrespective of the fact that there will be a whole distribution network what Garage is bringing into. So before we move into like single each and every back office app tools, quick 5 minutes in terms of how we decided why these 5 apps specifically, and why do it in the first place. So when Sharupan came to me, like we had this whole conversation of, hey, we need to have this particular section in Garage. The context was very simple, right? And I went back to the drawing board in terms of what particular features we need to have. But even before that, it was all about, hey, what is the basic things we require to run a business, right? When I talk about running a business, it's about selling something. So obviously they will require a CRM. They are either working towards completing some project, so will require a project management tool. Obviously, there will be a lot of data generated through notes, meetings, documents. So we'll require something to, capture that things down. And obviously since it's a company, it's all about managing people. So we'll require a HRMS. And the final aspect of reaching out to new customers, obviously apart from the affiliate network, what we have is some sort of email marketing. So that's why the final app came into being, known as network chains, right? So as Sharupan said earlier, right, the problem was never that the tool never existed into the market. They have existed. There are so many good things available in the market. But the one problem statement Garage is trying to solve is they never talk to each other, right? So there might be something in Zoho Suites which will still have that interoperability, but majority of them don't. So that's where Garage back office will play a very crucial role, because it will be in terms of a one whole ecosystem or operating system of apps which will talk to each other, which will make things easier for the end customer. So that's the whole thesis, right? So today we are going to talk about 5 major applications. And Turban can confirm if my screen is visible. I can say it on my end. Okay, perfect. Awesome.
Abhishek,
So we'll
only
talk.
one request. Abhishek, before you proceed, only one request, if possible, add little Hindi as well, because we have some founders, so they may not be able to understand everything in English correctly. So please add
100%.
some lines.
And matlab, out of context, but then when I was going into the individual application, I will either translate the main part into Hindi as well, so everyone is on the same page. So this is just a context, right? Why we are talking about why we are doing this call in the first place, why this particular thing, and so on and so on, right? So as I was saying, we are going to talk about 5 major applications, or 6 if you consider cabinet, but yeah, 5 major applications, which will be namely Deals, as you can see, third one. So Deals will be nothing but your CRM. So this is where all your leads, if you choose not to sell it via Garage network, Garage distribution system, if you want to choose any other existing distribution system, this is where the lead will come into picture. This is where it will stay inside Garage. And
One second, Abhishek. I just wanted to show people. Abhishek, can you hover your mouse at the top left-hand corner?
yeah.
Yeah. So no, below that, just where it says employees. So guys,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So yesterday we covered. Abhishek, click customers. Yes. Yeah. Now click feeds. Yesterday we covered what the customer sees and what the founder sees. Can you go to founders? Yes. Today we're covering the middle tab, which is what the employees see if this company has employees. So this is all done in the same office. If you are a founder and you've logged into your office, you can toggle between customers, employees, and founder. If you are a customer, you cannot see any of this. You don't even know that there's a tab there. If you are an employee, which requires a special invitation by the founder, then you would see the first 2 tabs. You would see 4 customers and 4 employees. So everything he's showing you now is under the second tab on the left-hand side. So yes, Abhishek, please continue.
Yes. So, bit of context about Deal. So this will be your CRM application. So as I was saying before, this is where all your leads data will come into picture, will come into Garage, whether it can be your websites, whether it will be a ref, all the way through your sales pipeline, right from getting the leads to whether the leads is won or lost. Quick overview. You have got dashboards which will show you quick information about your leads, how the things are going on in terms of conversion rate, estimated revenue. And then each and every lead will have their super own detailed page where you can log in activities, you can do follow-ups with the leads, you have all the data which is generated for that specific lead in that. So it's just not a place to, dump leads. It's about building the whole daily habits of, hey, who do I need to follow up with today? And this is what I've learned from Mr. Philip Thomas. Every 2 days, follow up. Otherwise, you're gone. So that's the whole point of Deals is this will be basically your application. If you're a salesperson, if you're into sales team, this is where you will live your whole day. This is where you'll interact with your clients. And hopefully this makes the whole process a bit easier. Next, we'll talk about is Task Room, which I think this is the application majority of you guys might have used in some way or the other. This is basically like project management application, what we have. So this is where actually the things will get done, right? This is where any or all particular product or projects will be taken forward from 0 to 100. So it's like, the whole project can be broken into tasks. They can be assigned to specific owners. They you will be able to set deadlines. You will be able to track your progress. You have thing boards, you have timelines, you have task ownership, all in this one specific application, right? So no one loses a track of time. Everyone is on the same page when it comes to a specific project or a task. Moving further, just a moment. So Notes is going to be our Markdown note taker application. You can just consider it as like a Notion replacement. A simple, fast document note taker, nothing else, right? No fancy, no whimsies here. But it is intentionally that. It's supposed to make your team note down things, document as much as possible, maybe a half form idea or like a concrete one before it steps up. So the reason why we didn't go into like a proper, like a Word doc or a Google doc, and why we choose Markdown is again simple. We just wanted it to like very quick, fast to write, easy to format, without fighting the bloated editors, what we see everywhere else. Right? And I think that's why even Notion is so popular here. So simple things. And the final application, like the major application, what we see is our Teamforce, which is nothing but our HRML platform, what we have for Garage. In the current version, which is live, what it covers is employee management. So this will be your one-stop repository for all your employee records. Plus, it will take care of recruitment. It will take care of attendance. Obviously, this one specific application has so much other things to offer, right? So good thing is we are working day and night to introduce payroll. So that's something which will be coming soon. Obviously, we will also be focusing on the people organization side of things. So something like performance appraisal, something like, learning and development. So all these things is something is there in the pipeline. So that's something we'll see very soon in the future. And okay, one thing I missed is the final application I would say now is going to be the network mail. So if someone here has used MailChimp, I think you will require no demos for network mail. Right? It's going to be as simple and as similar journey as a MailChimp. So if someone who has not used any email management application, what this is basically a outreach channel for your business. So if you want to send out maybe something like a newsletter, so if you want to send out cold emailers, some outreach campaign, this application will help you build those campaigns, design those very personalized email, and send it out to very specific segments in your maybe contact list, maybe your deals application, since it's integrated directly into the network mail, something like a remarketing campaign or a nurture ad hoc campaign. You can do all those things in one go with this, right? Again, as I was saying earlier, the operating system effect will come into picture with something like network chain. The difference between MailChimp and this is you already have your CRM directly integrated. So you don't have to worry about, hey, should I connect another CRM? Should I import manually from other tools? It's just as simple as clicking a button, clicking a drop down, and that's it. Right. So yeah, this is the whole one big idea, right? So 5 apps are in separate products. They are basically one major ecosystem where they will talk to each other. A deal comes into will flow into a project, it will go to task room, a contact in deals receives a campaign from your network mail. A team you manages in Teamforce is the same team you can directly assign tasks to in task groups, right? Everything connects because obviously the team has taken its time to, create research about things and build that one system from scratch. So yeah, today hopefully we'll be digging deep into each of the applications. Which one I will start is Teamforce. Okay. So as I was saying earlier, Teamforce will be our all-in-one HR platform or HR solution. One thing I want you to take away from today's call about Teamforce is this will be your single source of truth for everything people related, right? So let it be onboarding, let it be recruitment, let it be your leave and attendance, let it be setting up your organization-wide HR policy. So this is your application for it. Again, following up, spending 2 minutes on the UI, it follows the same UI system what we see across yesterday's call, what Sharupin showed it through. The same simplicity, the same nav section. So you will be able to see the same bottom menu, which you will see across the Garage application. And it becomes even more dynamic when it comes to back office app because the bottom menu we have divided into a fixed menu bar as well as dynamic option. What dynamic option does is, if you are into a single screen, it will dynamically change it according to the all user actions for that particular screen. So let's dig into dashboard for a minute. What dashboard will show you in general is very basic things, right? So something like a head count snapshot. So right on the top, 4 cards, boom. You have your total employees, you have your total department. So how many employees are onboarded on your organization? How many departments have you created? If you want to quickly onboard someone, you can easily do it by clicking on add employee. Right? If you want to quickly create a department, maybe someone new from some other department is coming, you can do that. You will be able to see, hey, what's my attendance look like in that particular day or a month? What are the pending approvals I have to give for that particular period? So all those quick snapshot is what we are planning to achieve here. Again, everything is going to be real time, very specific action items. Visually, again, very similar to your Garage ecosystem. Coming down, we'll be able to see your as a founder. So right now I'm logged in as a founder. So that's why I will be able to see my distribution of my departments, how many people are there in which department. I'll be able to quickly also see, hey, for today, what does my team is doing, right? So are they absent, are they present, what time did they clock in, when was they last active, all those jazz. Moving further, how will the application look if I'm an employee? So this is the same application, but I have just logged in as an employee, not as a founder. Very quick snapshots. I will be able to see how many leaves I have left, how many leaves I have taken, what are the upcoming holidays, and how much time I have worked for the day. And then your quick action in terms of clocking into the application, clocking out, taking a break, and marking your official duty. And how does your attendance logs look like for the month? So moving into the most important section in the whole application will be your employee section. So for only this application, because it becomes quite complicated as there will be so many different user roles involved. So there will be founder's point of view, there will be like a HR admin point of view, then there will be a manager's point of view, employee's point of view. So it can look a bit complicated, but just bear with me for a minute. So first we'll take it through the founder's POV, and simultaneously I will also show, hey, how does the employee section will look like from like an employee point of view. So now, as I was saying earlier, so this is going to be the heart of the application, right? A very simple screen design to show you what is the list of employees present in your organization. You will be able to quickly search things through the directory, because this list can keep on getting a bit longer if you have more employees. You'll be able to search by your employee name, employee code. You will be able to quickly like reduce and view the density of the whole list. And then what happens when you click on one specific employee? You will be taken into a full profile view of that employee, complete with their contact information, their personal information. Now, since I have logged in as a founder, I get to see all the very confidential information, but I'll show you simultaneously how it looks when an employee clicks on another employee. But yeah, that being said, from a founder, you will be able to get a quick snapshot of, hey, this person is working in which department? What is the designation of the person? Where is the person located? Are they full-time? Are they part-time? The contact information, who do they report to? Right? Obviously, their personal address as well, like the personal detail, and very importantly, the organization chart. So this one go will be very important in terms of so many things, right? Maybe it can be used in terms of your escalation. This can be used to see, hey, what is the colleague if the person is maybe out of office today? So I just want to reach out to someone else in the same department. So all those things you will get in one particular snapshot, everything accessible. And obviously, if you have right controls, you will be able to see a bit more information than required. And let's say if you want to change anything, you will just quickly be able to click on edit button, and then you will be taken to a very detailed edit employee section, wherein you will be either update the information, and in case the particular employee is existing, you will be able to do that particular action as well from your exit formalities. So that's about the founder, right? Let's see how it looked when another employee clicks on it. So now, from Sakshi's point of view, who is an employee, and she just wanted to check, hey, what's up with Mayur, right? So they will, or she maybe want to just contact Mayur on WhatsApp. So she will be able to get his number, maybe get his email ID, who does he reports to, and then the same org chart. So that's where we add in terms of viewing particular employee information. Now, from founder's point of view, what next thing they will do is obviously invite people to their organization as employees, right? So how will they do that? And right now, this is the way to invite employees to the whole Garage ecosystem as well, right? So all you have to do for a founder is to put in the email and the name of the particular employee. You can obviously be able to do the same action. If you want to do it for multiple employees, you will be able to just download a Excel file and upload it again. So in a bulk, you will be able to upload multiple employee information. I'll just show you quickly how the journey looks, right? Let's invite Philip. So I can see the particular invitation has been sent from this table itself because it says under Philip Thomas, the status has been automatically changed to invite. The moment Philip Thomas gets the email and he particularly onboards himself to Garage, the status will automatically change to, hey, the person has been onboarded. So let me just quickly check on your mail and do that formality. Give me a minute. So this is how the journey will look. I'll just inputting some email number. Now, once Philip Thomas accepts the invite, he has been onboarded into Garage successfully. Obviously, the first thing we'll do is get a bit more information about Philip. And yeah, the first thing, as we said earlier in yesterday's call, the first thing we'll ask him is, hey, do you want to become a VE or not? Maybe. But now, once the Philip Thomas clicks on Teamforce for the very first time, he will be prompted to fill the rest of his information. Let it be the date of birth, what is the permanent address, what's going to be the education information for him. So all those details, what is going to be the work experience, which particular documents, if he has any education certificates or experience certificates, he needs to upload, all the bank account details, because soon we are launching the payroll. So this is where we will require the bank account details for them to process the payroll as well. So once that particular whole journey is done, the Philip Thomas will automatically change into an active member in my organization in Garage, right? So this is the whole journey about what you can say, inviting an employee to Garage. Quick, simple things is obviously you will be able to create your own departments, you will be able to create your own branches for documentation purposes. Now, moving further to the most important, again, like a technical part of the whole application is going to be the attendance model, right? So now for that tab, is going to get used the most on a daily basis, right? So everyone, the first thing they will do when they come to Garage is hopefully they will log their attendance. So that's going to be from an employee point of view, and obviously from an HR point of view, they will see, hey, are people on time? Are people late? How things are going on, right? So the screen which you see is from an admin point of view. What you will see is a live dashboard showing the total headcount, who has logged in, what are the pending requests again, and then they will see a full attendance table, every login, every logout, every break direction for that particular day and later in one, right? So this can be used for so many other ways, right? And then you will be able to also easily download all this information right to Excel for further processing. And then obviously admins have to mark their own attendance, right? So this is where ideally you will change to self-attendance mode of Teamforce. And then, okay, the first thing, right? So see how dynamically the right side section of the menu has changed. It no more says add employee or bulk assign. It went down to now clock in, clock out if he wants to take a break, if he wants to apply a leave. It says clock out because I've already clocked in for the day, right? If I click on clock out, it will just clock me out. I'm done. I have clocked off. And then obviously I can clock in again. If I click on apply leave, it will open the leave apply pop-up. Obviously I can do all those things and then you'll be able to get sorted. But yeah, this is the beauty of the whole Garage UI, right? So it's so intuitive, it's so simple, key shouldn't be difficult for you to get used to it. Now, I think we already saw from an individual point of view, it will be just a simple table. You will see your daily attendance. You'll be able to easily clock in. You'll be able to apply for leave and take so as well. Now, the final module which we talk about will be related to recruitment, right? So recruitment in Teamforce, again, it just isn't about storing resumes. It's about managing how the hiring pipeline looks like, right? So you will be able to see a table which will show you all the details of particular recruitment request. They are floated, whether they are approved, whether they are pending. And then when a hiring manager needs a new team member, it will be as simple as creating a request. And then they will be just able to fill a particular form. So yeah, so basically what position they are hiring for, which department they want to hire for, and branch as well, who is going to be the reporting manager, what's going to be the employee type, how many openings do we have for that particular role, what is the experience level we require for that role, location, like the basic jazz, right? So again, it's not just a tracking application wherein you want to see or you want to raise a recruitment request. We wanted to make it like a CMS application where all your data about your possible job hires, their resumes get polluted into one specific application, and then you can work on it in a way better way, right? And obviously that also gives us opportunity in very near future to introduce our AI plugin, which will also act as maybe you want to shortlist 1,000 resumes into maybe top 100 or top 50. We'll be able to do that with this whole thing, right? So that's majorly about recruitment. It's still in process. I think Monday will launch the final version. But then that being said, once you have the recruitment request in place, you will be also able to create your custom application builder. If you want to have some custom fields, you already have your basic fields which we require in all job postings. But once we have all this request, what the application does is it will create a very specific custom landing page for you. So this is where the end user or the person who is applying will see. They'll be able to see about the role. They will be able to see about the responsibilities, skills, and everything is dynamic, right? So this is being set up by a HR admin or maybe like a reporting manager. And yeah, they will be able to easily apply for the position as well. So that's majorly about recruitment, and final and the most boring part is obviously your settings, which will be used by your HR founder or admin to set up and define some organization-wide rules which can be applicable to any. So something like shifts, what is going to be the weekly pattern, what is going to be the leave policy, the break policy, and everything is dynamic again. So I can just add something like an afternoon shift. I can define what's going to be the start time, what's going to be the end time for that particular shift. So let's say what can be the grace period for them to log in after 12 p.m. and then how much break do you want to give? It may sound a bit nazi, but yeah, like we want to follow it. And about the weekly pattern, it will be again like one set of holidays can be something like Saturday, Sunday. It can be 6 days week. It can be for sales week. You can make it like a weekday holiday, so on and so forth. The permutation and combination, right? But we wanted to give the choice to the end user to set the whole application as per their needs and not like post them some preset values. Same thing about the casual and the sick leave org policy. So you'll be able to set up how many days in a year or how many days in a month you'll be able to give that particular employees the policy for. Maybe you can have more, like the org may have more policy, something like a maternity policy, something like a additional sick leave policy. You will be able to add those custom policies as well. And the same will be for break policy. So that's majorly it for Teamforce. I'll just quickly take a 5-minute pause and open the whole thing. If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, something you want me to repeat, maybe something in Hindi you want me to explain it again quickly, so we can do that.
Because see, people are messaging me because everybody is not very well versed in English. And luckily you can speak in Hindi as well.
Yeah, my Hindi is not so good either. but I'll try. That's why I asked you any specific things. But yeah, ideally, okay. So okay, I'll try.
So you just give the overview. अब जरा 2-5 मिनट में
हाँ हाँ,
इसका
मैं
बता
वही
दे,
ट्राई
वो
करता हूँ.
काफी है.
हाँ जी. So okay,
अभी
for yeah,
Puneet side, which is Philip, yeah.
yeah,
Give an
yeah.
introduction to us in English, like at a 30,000 feet view. You can just run them through that, like, in Hindi.
Makes sense. I was thinking the same. Awesome. We can do that. I'll actually do a bit more than that, right? So let's just, for each and every screen, we'll just do like a quick 2-minute Hindi intro as well. So डैशबोर्ड स्क्रीन्स में बेसिकली आपको आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में सारी चीज़ें दिखें. सो आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में या फिर आपके गराज ऑफिस में कितने एम्प्लॉयज़ आपने ऑन बोर्ड किए हैं, उसमें कितने डिपार्टमेंट्स आपने क्रिएट किए हैं. आज के दिन में वो पर्टिकुलर एम्प्लॉयज़ 7 एम्प्लॉयज़ में से कितने एम्प्लॉयज़ ने एक्चुअली लॉग इन किया है कि वो प्रेजेंट है ऑफिस और वो काम कर रहे हैं. उनके कोई लीव रिक्वेस्ट या फिर उनकी कोई रिक्रूटमेंट रिक्वेस्ट का अप्रूवल्स आपके यहाँ पेंडिंग है. बिकॉज मैं आपको अभी एडमिन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ये एप्लीकेशन दिखा रहा हूँ. सो अगर कुछ रिक्वेस्ट पेंडिंग है तो आपको क्विकली ये वाले लाइक डैशबोर्ड सेक्शन से आपको दिख जाएगा. मूविंग फर्दर आपको वो भी दिख जाएगा कि आपके पूरे एम्प्लॉय लिस्ट में से आज कौन प्रेजेंट है, उन्होंने और कितने बजे ऑफिस आए हैं वो, और वो लास्ट एक्टिव कब थे ये एप्लीकेशन पे, और वो कौन से डिपार्टमेंट में काम करता है. सेम थिंग आपको ये पाई चार्ट में आपको ये दिख जाएगा कि कौन से डिपार्टमेंट में कितने लोग काम करते हैं एंड कौन से ब्रांचेस में कितने लोग काम करते हैं. सो मे बी अब बैंगलोर ब्रांच में आपको देखना है. सो सी नाउ फॉर बैंगलोर ब्रांच देर इज ओनली वन डिपार्टमेंट सिंस इट्स द हेडक्वार्टर्स. मे बी देर इज वन डिपार्टमेंट में पूरे जितने 2 लोग हैं वो काम कर रहे हैं. तो दैट वाज द होल आइडिया. और एम्प्लॉयज, आपको एम्प्लॉयज विल बी लाइक रिपोजिटरी, बट ये यहाँ पे आपको आपके कंपनी के सारे एम्प्लॉयज की इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी. आप पर्टिकुलर एम्प्लॉय के बारे में ज़्यादा जानना चाहते हो तो उसके बारे में भी आपको सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी. उनके ईमेल आईडीज़, उनके मोबाइल नंबर्स, वो पर्टिकुलर एम्प्लॉई किसके साथ काम कर रहा है, या फिर वो पर्टिकुलर एम्प्लॉय का बॉस लाइक बॉस कौन है, ये आपको पूरा एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चार्ट की तरह यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. एंड देन अटेंडेंस सेक्शन में बेसिकली आप आपके दिन का अटेंडेंस मार्क कर सकते हो. सो आपको आपके ऑफिस में लॉगिन करना है या फिर आपकी अटेंडेंस मार्क करनी है तो आप ये सेक्शन से कर सकते हो. एज अ फाउंडर और एज अ कंपनी ओनर आपको ये सेक्शन में इन डिटेल दिख जाएगा कि पर्टिकुलर एम्प्लॉई ने कभी लॉगिन किया, कभी लॉग आउट किया, कितने घंटे उन्होंने काम किया, कितने घंटे का उन्होंने ब्रेक लिया, या वो प्रेजेंट थे, एब्सेंट थे, या फिर उन्होंने हाफ डे लिया था. और सेल्फ अटेंडेंस में आप जब क्लिक करोगे आप खुद की अटेंडेंस भी मार्क कर सकते इस प्रकार. सो आपको उसमें पूरा दिख जाएगा कि आप आज के इसके लिए आपने प्रेजेंट मार्क कर दी है, आपका लॉगिन टाइम क्या था, आपने कितने मिनट का ब्रेक लिया था, और आपकी कितने अब लाइक आपने अगर कोई लीव अप्लाई की है यहाँ पे तो आपकी लीव्स अप्रूव हुई है या फिर कुछ पेंडिंग लीव्स बची है, वो आपको यहाँ पे पूरा दिख जाएगा. आप अटेंडेंस कैसे मार्क करोगे, बेसिकली आप अटेंडेंस सेक्शन में आके यू विल क्लिक ऑन दिस क्लॉक इन बटन, तो आपका अटेंडेंस मार्क हो जाएगा. सो एंड देन आपको सेम बटन पे क्लिक करना है जब भी आप लॉग आउट करना चाहते हो. और रिक्रूटमेंट सेक्शन में बेसिकली मैं ये बता रहा था कि अगर आपको कोई नए एम्प्लॉय को हायर करना है तो आप इस प्रकार एप्लीकेशन यूज़ करके एक रिक्रूटमेंट रिक्वेस्ट क्रिएट कर सकते हो, और आपको पूरे जॉब के बारे में उसके ऊपर इंफॉर्मेशन इनपुट करना पड़ेगा कि आप कैसे एम्प्लॉयज ढूंढ रहे हो, व्हाट आर द लाइक आप उसमें कौन से स्किल्स चाहते हो, व्हाट वर्क डे टू डे में क्या काम कर सकता है। और जैसे ही आप ये इंफॉर्मेशन रिक्वेस्ट क्रिएट करोगे, एप्लीकेशन आपके लिए एक इंडिविजुअल लिंक क्रिएट करके देगा, एक वेबसाइट क्रिएट करके देगा जो आप आगे बाहर शेयर कर सकते हो। सो in that way, just a moment. So if I click on this copy button and okay, let me just click on it. So you will be able to see this. You'll be able to just as simple as post this in your LinkedIn or as a job post in Naukri. And then once I click on apply now, and let's say, and I fill all the information which is required in the CE. So once you basically submit that information, system will automatically grab that information and will be able to show you all that information in this section. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Okay. Here. Yeah. So this was the whole team for 718D. So any other questions, any specific questions for any specific sections or some other doubts that we have, or else we can move forward.
Hi Abhishek, I have one question. So basically, when this admin access needs to be given to any of the HR department, how can a founder do that? Because I don't think founders will do all of this stuff, right?
So basically, it will be. So basically, as a founder, the once you click on this edit, there is this whole form. You will be able to see it in one. Just a moment. I think I was specifically hidden that for this. I don't want it in MSPA, but yeah, this is where you will see it. So you'll be able to just make the person icon.
Okay, so I can make any of my HR team or HR manager to manage this, right?
100%. You can.
Cool. Thanks.
So it won't be just specific to the founder. Along with that, HR admin will be able to do almost all which the founder can do. They can set up all the organization policies. They can define the shifts, weekly pattern, key policies. They can add recruitment requests. They will be able to add employees. So all those things.
Got it. Thank you.
Perfect. I think we can move forward. So the next application, what we'll see is deals, right? So as I was saying earlier, so deals will be our CRM, what we have built into the whole Garage ecosystem. And hopefully by the end of next 15 to 20 minutes, you will be able to know how to bring in the lead, move it through your pipeline, how to create contact, maybe companies, and definitely never miss a follow-up. So what you see in front of you is the deals application dashboard. Again, same UI principles. The 4 main numbers on the top row, they are real time. You never touch them, but then they will give you a very basic snapshot of how many leads do you have, how many out of those have you actually closed, or what is the conversion rate, and what is the estimated revenue you can make if you close all these. Below that, you will quickly see your sales funnel, how it look like. Obviously, the system gives you opportunity to create multiple funnels. So for a specific funnel, also you'll be able to see how the progression is going into, how is the funnel health, if you want to take any immediate actions from one quick go. And on the right-hand menu, is the most important menu for any salesperson, is going to be the activity follow-up. It will give you quickly what is your to-do for that day, for the next 7 days, or if you have missed out to anything, that will come into your overdue section. And you'll be able to also quickly see in the pill section how many in numbers the follow-ups are pending. Right? So if you can just see in the current screen, I have 3 follow-ups which I need to do today. For next 7 days, 7 follow-ups, and I have 7 overdue follow-ups which I haven't done for the past. Right? And you'll be able to also quickly gauge what the follow-up is all about. So I wanted to just send a follow-up message to Coastal Retails on WhatsApp. So I can just click on the WhatsApp button. What it will do is it will redirect and open a WhatsApp web application for you. I think the number is fake. So yeah, so you have to just click on open WhatsApp and it will take you to that particular conversation for the day. And then you will be able to move forward with some other follow-ups. Sorry for that. Same thing about the next 7 days will be in terms of the follow-up. You'll be able to gauge what's the activity is going to be like. If you have cleaned up your today and you want to, snap up the other follow-ups, you'll be able to do that. So quick overview section about these. Again, one more quick action, the dynamic menu comes into picture. You'll be able to add leads here, which we'll see more in detail in the next one. Yep. So coming to the leads part of the deals, the whole section has been bifurcated into like the top menu, which will be able to, like, users will be able to toggle between CRM leads. If you have any meta ads running between meta leads, you'll be able to search leads, companies, contacts to a single global search option. If you want to filter out something on the basis of stage, on the basis of the owner of the leads, the date the leads have been created, and specific tags which you have given to the leads, you will be able to do that as well. Again, a very most important part is you will be able to have a proper audit trail for the whole activity which is there in the lead. So the user, what the user has done, and what date has particularly done it. So quickly, a whole snapshot of the audit trail. Obviously, you can customize the start and end date for the same, and you're good to go. Final things is you'll be able to obviously download the whole information into Excel if you want to share it across maybe some other mediums. So to quickly do that. And let's take into the particular lead page. So now this is where the magic happens, right? So for a particular lead which you have created into deals, this is the home for that particular lead. So what you do, what you see is maybe a whole lot of information, but don't get overwhelmed. It's very simple. On the top is your sales funnel, right? So you'll be quickly able to gauge which funnel or which stage of the funnel the lead is in, right? Moving from left to right, the left section is all about the lead profile. So what is the sales funnel you are using? What is the date created for the lead? When was the last activity which happened on the particular lead? So as simple as a follow-up or a task. Who is the owner of the lead? If there is any description for the lead, that will be populated here. Same with the tags. And then if you click on the edit button, you will be obviously able to change the stage and all the information which is pre-filled here. Moving further, for that specific leads, you will be able to also allocate, add, edit the products which you have been added to the whole deals application. And then the most important section here will be your activity section, which will give you a clear overview in terms of what all has happened with that particular lead during the whole course of time, till the point it has been added to deals, to current, or till the point the deal is closed. Everything will be documented here. Okay, so you will, as a user, you should be able to add specific tasks. For that, it will be as simple as adding a task. Maybe if you have some new task description, you can fill that as well. If it is time-bound task, obviously you will add your due date, you will assign it to someone, and then you will be able, the task is created, it will It will also show what is when the task is due, who it has been added with. If you want to edit the task, delete the task, complete the task, all those things are here, right? Coming to follow up, this is where it's a bit different, right? So follow up is Deal's way of nagging you, ki, hey, do this, follow up, reach out to the lead, keep the contact warm automatically, right? So I can just create something like follow up on what, say, hi. And either I can create a one-time follow-up, or if I want to make it a habit, I can just click on this button of auto follow-up. What it will does is I should be able to define a start and the end date and the frequency at which I want this follow-up to go out. And once I click on the follow-up button, system will automatically create those follow-ups. What additionally system will do is system will send you timely update from the day of the follow-up via email. So as an employee, you should be able to be on top of the things. And on the right-hand side section, you will see in detail what the deal is all about, which is the particular contact you have to reach out to. Obviously, a deal will be a culmination of products, will be a culmination of contacts, companies into one, right? So one deal may have multiple contacts because you'll be talking to multiple people to close that deal. They may be from same company, but then you may be pitching them multiple products as well. A quick action button to send them quick messages on WhatsApp and email. And obviously you can also add your custom files if you have created maybe something like a proposal for them. So we'll be able to just quickly add it here so that everything is in one go and tracked very rigorously. So that's all about the leads. Moving further about the funnels, this is where you should be able to create custom sales funnel with different type of stages. So I can quickly show you. Yes. So I have one created for me already. So you can define the probability of when and just the stage theme. So what it does, it adds that level of trackability or responsibility to the sales staff to, track the whole journey of the lead from end. Quickly, same with contact and companies. It will be just like you'll be able to add contacts, and then basically it will be just your name of the contact, what role the person plays in that company, email ID, phone number, and then this contact was with which company. So the same thing with companies as well. You will be able to quickly add a few of the company details to get you started. And finally, the product. This is where you should be creating your products which you are trying to sell. Obviously, not via Garage ecosystem, or it can be the same thing, right? You can, if you want to use some external distribution channels, so you will add just the same products here as well. So this was majorly about deals. A quick Hindi snapshot for all of you guys. Dashboard. यहाँ पे आपको बेसिकली डील की सारी इंफॉर्मेशन दिख जाएगी है फॉर दैट टोटल लीड्स, वो लीड्स फनल के कौन से स्टेजेस पे है, एंड इन एक्टिविटीज एंड फॉलोअप्स आपको तो वो इंफॉर्मेशन आपको क्विकली डैशबोर्ड पे दिख जाए. देन लीड्स टेबल पे बेसिकली आपको इंफॉर्मेशन दिखता है कि आपके टोटल लीड्स जितने एडेड है, वो पर्टिकुलर लीड्स का सारा इंफॉर्मेशन, उसकी ओनर कौन है, कौन से स्टेज पे वो लीड्स है, वो लीड्स का वैल्यू क्या है एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. और जब आप उसके ऊपर क्लिक करते हो आपको एक डिटेल लीड्स पेज भी खुलता है, जहाँ पे आपको हमें लीड्स कौन से फनल के स्टेज पे है का पूरा इंफॉर्मेशन, कब ऐड हुई, उसमें कब लास्ट एक्टिविटी हुई थी, कौन उसका ओनर है, उसको आप कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स बेचना चाहते हो, लीड्स की पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन लाइक ईमेल आईडी एंड फ़ोन नंबर्स. आपको क्योंकि उनको एक व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज करना है या फिर ईमेल करना है, तो आप यहाँ पे क्लिक कर सकते हो. एंड देन द मेन सेक्शन, द एक्टिविटी सेक्शन है, जहाँ पे आप पूरे आपके लीड्स के रिलेटेड कोई भी आपने अगर टास्क किया है या फिर आपको कोई फॉलोअप सेट करना है तो आप यहाँ से कर सकते हैं. देन द 3 अदर बटन. सो फनल्स में आप आपके कस्टम फनल्स क्रिएट करोगे, कॉन्टैक्ट्स में आप आपके कस्टम कॉन्टैक्ट्स वो पर्टिकुलर लीड्स के लिए है वो क्रिएट करोगे, एंड देन कंपनीज में आप कंपनीज की लिस्ट क्रिएट करोगे. One thing I wanted to show you is leads, like the deal application is also connected directly with your Meta platform. Just so if you toggle between CRM and Meta leads, what it does is if you are running any ads with Meta, you should be able to successfully just log into your account, and once you log in, you should be able to quickly export all the leads directly to your CRM for you to work on. So that's something which is readily available in Deals itself. Yeah, so that's about Deals. Or again, a quick 5-minute check. Any questions, any particular doubts for any particular sections? We'll just take that 5-minute pause and then we can move forward.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Abhishek, just a question in between. Like,
Anji.
time and again, you actually had been using the word funnel. So what it
Right.
is, that even we have an inbuilt funnel, like, this, including the sales funnel for this platform. Is it?
Yes.
Because, like, otherwise, like, I used to rely on Flexi funnel, which is very, like, expensive. Right? If please go, like, if you've been just providing that, I think that's more than sufficient. That's what I actually had to ask. So, thank.
Got it. Yeah, so something like Flexi Funnel is, I think that's where the whole garage ecosystem will come into picture, and that will be like a very specific feature which we are adding to Deals as well. But right now, Funnel as we speak is very, what you can say, very cosmetic in nature, just from a tracking point of view. But yeah, that's something which is already in pipeline, like as detailed as like. So you'll be able to create your customized page. You will be able to like instigate them to like, pull down from that funnel to another. So that's something which is, I hope that answers.
Abhishek, I have a question.
Yes.
Patient connect with the compliance also? The finance side?
You mean in terms of the invoices and billing part?
No, that is the customer part. I am talking about the employee payroll part. So once you generate the payroll, which is like upcoming features, that can be connected to the finance as well.
100%. That AP. So we take care of all the taxations from like maybe something like your professional tax payments and your TDS payment. That will be like the whole end-to-end application for which it. Yeah, we're just trimming here for you. Sorry. Rishi, you got a mute, buddy. Rishi, you got hello? Yeah.
Yes, do.
Okay, I hear you. With Deals, particularly, but with all of the back office apps, you have a unique opportunity if you're an affiliate selling to business owners. So the back office apps are the only product we have, or the suite of products. As you can see, it's a lot of products for back office app, where even if the business doesn't sell on Garage, they can use Garage. So the back office apps allows you to not sell, even if your business never going to sell on Garage, even if you're not interested in the commissions, even if your product is not qualifiable for commissions, even if your product is a construction business or some business that just cannot be quantifiably sold through Garage, the back office apps gives you as an affiliate the opportunity to still sell them Garage. So they pay $96 to get access not to the selling feature, but to the task rooms, to the Deal CRM, to Teamforce, and they can plug in their Facebook leads, they can plug in their funnel leads, they can do all of the things that they're used to doing on Zoho or Salesforce or whatever CRM they're using, and they don't need to migrate their business to Garage. They're just migrating their back office applications and saving a shit ton of money, because if you just take Zoho at 3,000 rupees per head, that's their cheapest package. That's their Zoho One package, which gives you all the apps. If you take that at 3,000 rupees per head plus taxes, and 4,000 if you pay per month. So it's 3,000 if you pay per annum, 4,000 if you pay per month. Basically, 2 employees would be the same cost as the entire garage suite, right? And we're giving you unlimited employees for unlimited apps. So for the affiliates in the field that are selling to business owners that have conventional businesses that are not going to be sold through Garage, but they still need HR software. They need payroll software. They need CRM software. They need a project management software. They need email marketing. Garage still is cheaper. Basically, what I'm saying is, even if you exclude everything I said yesterday, everything I'm going to say tomorrow, everything I'm going to say on Saturday, everything I'm going to say on Monday, and you only take what Abhishek said today, Garage is still cheaper than the alternative. That's mind-boggling. Abhishek, please, you can resume.
Thank you.
Awesome. So yeah, I think we can. I think you need to move.
Thanks, Abhishek.
Perfect. So moving further, the third application. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Abhishek. Did you show the
Thank you.
Facebook plugin?
Yes.
I might have missed when you were saying that. Did everybody get that? I don't know if, sorry, I didn't get it. So maybe.
I didn't show the login journey.
Okay, but can you show where the leads will come?
Yes.
So if you are running your ads on Meta, which 90% of businesses are running, you can plug in, you can connect your Meta Ads Manager to Deals, and it will import all of the leads that you're getting from Meta. So when you configure your ad on Meta, you can say, where do you want your leads to go? Do you want to go to Zoho or Salesforce? And now you can plug them into Garage. So it automatically pulls all the leads. And then once the leads are in from Meta, now it goes into the workflow which you have defined inside of Deals. And I'm sure we will be adding Google Ads as well and XYZ other whatever platforms are there. So this, again, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of businesses across India and millions across the world are already, I'm telling you right now, paying for Meta ads, which is great, and paying for some CRM, such as Zoho or Privier or Salesforce. And just that tiny little vertical can be replaced by Garage, and then they still get the rest of the ecosystem. So yeah, the Meta integration is also there. I'm sure the other integrations are on their way. Sorry.
Yes. All right. Moving further, the next application, what we are going to see is maybe a project management should for that out.
Again, I'm so sorry. Just keep remembering things. Yeah. So can you go back to Teamforce? This is another thing for affiliates that are, this is one of the,
You want to see it?
this is cheating. This is cheating. Okay. So for affiliates that want to cheat, pay attention. And Alan, especially. Okay. Because this is like glorious love. This is network change level of cheating where everybody that joins the webinar is in your downline. That's the level of what we're about to discuss. So let's say I sign up a founder. Let's say the founder's name is PD. So I sign up PD. I'm an affiliate. I sign up PD. That's one person, right? I sign up PD. He's my direct. PD, least concerned about being an affiliate. He hates the idea of affiliate marketing. He never wants to sell on Garage. He's simply interested in just using the HR management tool because it's cheaper than Zoho or whatever. He's the worst type of customer, right? Because he's not using network chains. He's not an affiliate. He's not promoting his products on Garage. But when he comes and he adds, let's say 30 of his corporate employees to Teamforce to manage them so that he can manage their clock in, clock outs and all of the menial HR stuff. Those 30 employees had to be invited. He's going to click invite employee. He's going to upload a spreadsheet of all of his employees, or he's going to add one employee by a time, whatever he wants to do. Both employees are going to receive an email saying, hi, you've been added to enter name of company on Garage. This is going to be your new HR management software. Please log in. So the employees are going to log in just so they can clock in, clock out. All 30 of those employees, could be 3,000. I'm just saying that we don't know the size of the company, are now his direct downlines. He doesn't know that, and he doesn't care about that. If those people end up ever buying anything on Garage, or they end up becoming affiliates, because the founder may not be interested in that, but his 30 employees might be interested, or they end up starting a company. he's going to receive those commissions, whether he likes it or not. Well, he may not like it, but who will like it is the person who signed up that founder. So that's why I call it cheating. Because if you go sign up a founder who has 100 employees and he's now using Teamforce just because to manage his employees, you're actually getting 100 people in your downline. And at some point, those 100 people are going to get fired or leave the company, or they're going to move on from this one company, but they're still going to be in your downline. So actually, there is a huge affiliate angle if you can just onboard companies that have employees, which is there's almost no sales involved, right? You just need to convince the founder it's cheaper, tell him to give it a try. And he's going to onboard his employees without any sales involved, because he's going to be like, yo, if you want to get paid, you better clock in. And this is the software to clock in. And that's the end of the story. But you have now just indirectly tapped his entire employee base to be your downline. And we're not cutting him out. He's actually the direct upline. He's going to get most of those commissions in the case that those affiliates do something. So yeah, that's just an enormous angle when it comes to Teamforce. Abhishek, please continue.
Yes. Okay. So let's talk about task rooms. So task room will be our project management application inside the Garage ecosystem. And all you need to know about task room, the thing right here, right? The three breadcrumb menus, what we have, what we call them workspace, base, and room, is nothing but your 3-level folder system, wherein, like how I have used it right now in the demo, is I have created something like a project, which will be something like, let's say, Google Gemini AI product. Then that project might have multiple aspects to be managed. So one of the aspects can be something related to product development. Now, again, that particular aspects may again have some sub aspects to manage. So product development can consist of product ideas, maybe something like research, focus group controls. So the whole task room has been bifurcated into 3 levels of folders. And then inside the smallest level of folder, which will be your room, what we get is the particular tasks, how and what we'll end up managing. Right? So how the whole screen is divided is you get the second thing which you will see is different type of views, because different users will be comfortable with different level of views. So we have our board view, we have the same information in list view. Maybe sometimes you want to see how your calendar look like for that project. Maybe you want to see it in a Gantt chart view. So all those things will be readily available. And the whole task system will be bifurcated into stages and particular task inside the stages. And then this will be very similar to how we saw sales funnel, right? So ideally a task will sit in one stage and it will move down from one stage to another till the point it goes to done. And it won't be as simple as drag and drop my bad, but yeah, in application again. So same ideology. When in dashboard menu, you will be able to see your dynamic menu as that task. Once you click on it, you should be able to create the task inside a particular room. So let's create one. So you'll see the here. Okay. What we have given is a write with AI option. What this does is on the back end, it's considering the name and description of the workspace, the room which it's sit in, what is the task name you are given, and on the basis of that context, it will quickly create your description of bullet points. And obviously you can edit it, and then you can select where currently on which current stage the task sits. Once that is done, if you have to add any specific assignee, you will be able to do that here. What is the due date and the start date of the task? Let's say it will take 2 weeks to complete. What is the priority? Let's say the highest priority, if you have any tags. And then once the task is created, you will be able to see the task. A whole lot of things you can do once you click on the particular task, right? Because it will open up the whole thing in many major ways. A task will have subtasks under it. a subtask can have subtasks. So it's like an endless loop of hierarchy which you can mention. But under particular task or subtask, you can create also checklist items. So this will be very hardcore actionable items what you need to do. I think I have one ready. Share. Yeah. So in this example, you can see I have created a task called Top Secret Idea 2. And then for that, I need to do market research and I need to do. So these are like final end goal actionables, what I need to do, right? What else you will be able to do is if you have any collaterals, if you want to share anything, you will be able to share it right via the comment section. If you want to tag anything, if you want to give your feedback, everything can be done from this particular section. If you have any task related assignments or like some content, you will be able to attach it here as well. Also, if you have created a task and you can just quickly want to share it with someone else, you should be able to do it. So let's see how it looks in Sakshi's POVs. If I open it here, obviously prerequisite for this is, again, you need to have Google, like the garage access, you need to have access to that particular task room as well. So when I did it with Sakshi, it opened up. So that's major about the task rooms. And then what we were talking about, the access is what you manage through here. So every workspace, every space and a room has a user level access control mechanism inbuilt into the software. And 3 particular user role, what you can toggle them is will be your admin, you can give them write access or you can only give them observer access. So from a UI point of view, you can see right now we are in workspace. I will be able to see what are the members are available here. So if you want to invite someone, I should be able to just invite them by clicking on invite employee. So now one more member has been added. If I want to change the user access, if I want to make them admin, I should be able to do that from the application itself. Now, this is at a workspace level. And then if I click on space, what it shows me is what is the existing members in that particular space which we have created and what are the available members. Obviously, in this, it will be Mayur, which we just added to our workspace, right? So I can quickly add Mayur as well. And the same thing I need to do, obviously, for rooms. If I want, I can quickly add them. And then if I want to change their access, if I want to just make, or I don't want to make myself, but let's say I want to make Mayur observer, I should be able to quickly do that. Same thing with settings. You can just control what the name of your workspace. If you want to use some custom colors, you should be able to do that. You can read your workspace, space, and room as well. And the final thing will be timesheets. Okay. So this section specifically will use, if you want to, like there will be so many consulting companies, right, which basically works on billables. In that scenario, they will also need to log each and every time they have work on that particular project or the particular task. So this particular timesheet, what the feature will help you do is you should be able to track each and every employee's time to the minute for the whole day on a very particular task. So let's say if I have allocated Sakshi 10 tasks, what Sakshi will do is Sakshi will come to this timesheet section. She will see all the tasks which is allocated to them. And that particular day, she will be able to log in time. So I can say yesterday I worked on this for 1 hour. Maybe today I want to work on this for 2 more hours. And it won't be as easy as that. The moment I make any change, it went to pending approvals. So once this is done, as a manager, I will also be able to approve some of the requests. So I've already approved Sakshi's request yesterday here. But then if she has logged into some other things, I should be able to see here one more line item which will say, hey, Sakshi has logged in more time. Do you think it's in line? Do you want to approve it? Do you want her to change it again? So all those things will be documented through this particular application itself. So this is like your one stop for all your tracking purposes, everything related to that. So yeah, that's majorly it about task rooms. Any queries, any doubts in this? I'll take a 5-minute pause again.
Abhishek, a quick question. Every user can create his own workspace and
100% big room. Yes. Oh yeah. Unlimited rooms, unlimited every and everywhere.
and when it comes to storage, are we having any kind of limitation?
Currently, we don't have any limitations, but obviously, something in the future we can definitely implement.
Abhishek, I have a doubt. You said in the classroom we can upload files to the videos and everything. So my question is there a file size limit on that?
Right now, there is no size limit whatsoever.
Same question from yesterday. There are no storage limits as of now. We will impose them at some point, but we don't have enough data to know how much there are. So right now it's unlimited.
No, I'm not asking about storage. I'm asking about
Even the
size.
upload limits, I think it's unlimited.
I mean, upload limits. No,
So
yeah,
basically, what happened was I saw that we can only upload a 2 MB file on feeds. So that's why my doubt came.
I think that might be written there, but is inaccurate. So we will remove that sign.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Quick 5-minute in the overview for task rooms. Basically, task rooms में आप सारे आपके टास्क क्रिएट कर सकते हो. आप वो पर्टिकुलर टास्क को लोगों को असाइन कर सकते हो. आप उनके अगर कोई डेडलाइंस है तो वो पर्टिकुलर टास्क का असाइन कर सकते हो. आप ये भी बता सकते हो कि अकॉर्डिंग इफ यू आर अ मैनेजर, आपको लग रहा है कि ये टास्क के लिए 2 घंटा लगना चाहिए, तो आप वो पर्टिकुलर इसका estimated time भी assign कर सकते हो. You can create checklist item for that particular task. Basically, right now the task is come up with, let's say, a product idea. तो अभी ये task करने के लिए आपको 5 चीज़ें करनी है, तो वो आप यहाँ पे particularly assign कर सकते हो. अगर आपको उनके वो task के ऊपर कोई comment करना है, कोई feedback देना है, तो आप activity और comment section use करके वो भी कर सकते हो. And ideally, you will create a task here and then आप basically different stages में उसको move करोगे. You will be able to track all this. आप different views में उसको देख सकते हो. अगर आपको calendar में देखना है कि कौन सा task कब start हो रहा है, कब end हो रहा है, तो आप वो पूरा आपको एक ही view में यहाँ से मिल जाएगा. And time sheets में basically आप connect. तो टाइम शीट्स में आप बेसिकली लोगों को बोल सकते हो कि इफ़ यू असाइन अ टास्क टू लाइक अ पर्टिकुलर पर्सन, उनके पास से आप ये रिकॉर्डिंग्स कर सकते हो कि वो पर्टिकुलर टास्क पे उन्होंने कितने टाइम स्पेंड किया है फॉर दैट डे. सो ऑल दोज थिंग्स वी कैन डू हियर.
I have one question here.
Yes.
Because see, here there are so many departments, so many things are uploaded by various people.
Right.
By chance, if something happens and this site crash, is there any backup? Is there somebody can take the backup of all the datas or all the things what he uploaded here?
Right.
He
Right.
can have regularly. He can download like leads, follow,
100%. I
something
think
in that.
एंड ये पूरे एप्लीकेशन के लिए मतलब नॉट जस्ट फॉर टास्क रूम्स एंड बैक ऑफिस ऐप, आई थिंक एप्लीकेबल टू होल गराज, राइट? Right, the whole garage fails, something happens, some attack happens. So we already are in a process of having that particular framework in place wherein timely backups होते रहेंगे पूरे garage application का. All the data which is uploaded into the garage, let it be back office, let it be like garage office, digital products, let it be network chains. So सारा data users को in case of any anomalies वो मिल. So all those backup happens. That like that infrastructure is currently in the process, but it should be up. So there shouldn't be any.
चलिए इमरजेंसी में तो मिल जाएगा, बट मान लीजिए कि मुझे हर 15 दिन का, सपोज आई हैव अ मंथली मीटिंग and I would want the whole data first to last day of the month. तो जो डेटा मेरा यहाँ पे है उसको मैं डाउनलोड कर सकता हूँ या कोई फॉर्मेट में ले सकता हूँ या मैं उसको फॉरवर्ड कर सकता हूँ, ऐसी कोई फैसिलिटी है?
That's actually a crazy point. Swarupan, have you thought of actually how we take backup of our iPhones, right? We can do something on Garage as well.
That's a cool idea. Well, people charge for that. AWS and DigitalOcean.
Because
and
Yes, exactly. So if we have like a monthly backup or
Sure.
quarterly backup,
Sure.
you can choose the time duration, maybe this month first to last night or anything. So they can use in their presentation or in their meetings. It can be very handy for all business owners.
Absolutely. I mean, that's, just to emphasize the point. If they adopt this is their entire source of truth for their business. This is payroll.
Also create the value. Swarupan, like, okay, now in future, see, just like we are dependent on well-established tools.
Yeah.
Same way after 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, people will rely on our platform heavily because they are used to have all these things and we give comfort to them,
It's the source of truth. Abhishek said it earlier. It becomes the entire source of truth. If I said to you today, or if I said to somebody, hey, who was the lead from yesterday? Nobody knows that off of their top of their head. They have to go into Zoho or go into Salesforce and check. Or if you ask an HR, hey, what was this employee paid last month? Nobody knows that off the top. They have to go into their HR software and check. So we have developed the source of truth across all these departments. And you can use one of them. If you only want to use the CRM, you can use task rooms, you can use all of them. It's incredible. And again, there's a B2B business market that this is entirely targeted at, right? Garage outside of back office is not good for B2B. I'm being honest, just telling you the truth, it's not. If you're, like he mentioned, all those agencies, software development agency, marketing agencies, law firms, branding agencies, accounting firms, all of those people, the front office of Garage and Garage Shop is less useful to them. This is where they can find enormous value on Garage. And you can, if you're an affiliate, you can go make a conventional sale. You can go and say to them, hey, how much do you pay for CRM? How much do you pay for HR? How much do you pay for XYZ? And we have a better solution. So yeah, we can do the backups, not an issue. Abhishek, you can continue.
And even on second day, Swarupan, today I realize and feel, even I just message Soham that we are not just an e-commerce company. We have so many things.
Yeah.
Generally, what we are focusing that we are creating two-way network.
Yes.
But if you understand in depth, we are very bigger than that and have so many things to offer to the world.
You're completely
Maybe
correct.
To the founders, maybe to the customers. So we have to repositioning our all products.
Yeah, I think the back office apps are a game changer in the sense that they are straightforward to explain, right? You have a clear reference and you can go and tackle on a market that already exists. And, but you're right. To be honest, people can use this even without running a business. I use task rooms for my personal life or my personal tasks. So I think notes as well. So this is a huge internal business opportunity. And yeah, it's still well integrated into all of it. You can start to see, not to sound like a broken record, but you can see the connection between this world and affiliate world with something I explained with the employees. Employees coming on as employees, but turning into customers and affiliates, right? Or whoever, right? HR coming on as an HR and then turning into a business owner, right? So this always allows the two-sided network or the one network to prevail while catering to what people are used to, which is these type of things. But he's only showing you 30-40% for the sake of boredom because it gets, it's very detailed. But if you go deep,
it is a
you go deep into any of this type of stuff. Yeah, if you go deep into task rooms or deep into deals or deep into Teamforce, it's a never ending, like, what do they call it? A well that you jump into, but it's that advanced. And we have the blessing of looking at what worked from other companies. In the real garage, or I mean, the front facing garage, we're kind of inventing a market. But here we get to copy all of the great features from all of the companies that people already love. So, I mean, it's massive. I cannot express how massive it is. So yeah, Abhishek, please, you can continue.
Okay, so I think the second last thing what we'll see for today is going to be the back office app, or maybe so. One word for note testing Notion. So it is going to be like a note taker, very similar to Notion, wherein you should be able to create all the notes. You should be able to create your stacked pages. How do you navigate it? You just click on the top menu. You should be able to find all your notes which you have created. You can just toggle between them. And then the heart of it will be your slash menu, right? The moment you click slash on your keyboard, what it's doing is it's opening you all the content blocks what we have created, very similar to Notion. And then you should use it as a note-taking application, right? Very basic things. You can quickly add a new page. You can create pages between pages. You should be able to add your cover photos. You can add your icons. You can tag people here. You can add comments. One thing is you can share this thing with external world, someone who is even not in Garage. And then that's majorly it. Yeah, so I think that's majorly it for Notion. I don't have to go in deep into Notion. Any questions? Any doubts? Okay, awesome. And the final application, what we'll see for today, will be Network Mail. So think of Network Mail as your outreach platform to reach out to clients. Right? So why will you reach out to clients? On what type of clients you reach out to? I think two types. One who is not your client and your existing customer, right? Maybe for existing customers, you want to do new product and something like a newsletter page, or for new customers, you want to convert them into becoming your customers. So all those things, if you want to use email to do that, Network Mail is a solution for you. The whole application will be bifurcated into two major campaigns, like two major sections. One where you will create all your templates for your email, and one where you will actually run your campaign. Right? For ease of use, I have created one simple template. So each and every section, what you see on the screen, will be editable, and you can create as beautiful and as detailed email templates from scratch with all the ease. So let's say I want to add one more image to it. It's going to be like dragging the image block from here and adding one more image. And obviously you can edit all those images. You can make it clickable. You can set the width, the height, so many editable options. And once you have all the jazz for creating the email, once you have your email template created, what you will need to do is create a campaign. And let's just send out new product announcement as a campaign here. What you have to do next is select your email template, what you will be using to create the campaign. As I was saying earlier, the whole beauty of back office is everything is connected to each other in terms of data, right? So the first option you will see is, hey, we want to send it to your existing CRM leads. In that case, hey, just select the funnel. If you want to send it to a very specific stage in that funnel, all the leads which are there in the particular stage. So let's say I want to select it to the new leads. It just populated me, hey, there are 4 participants. We have selected everyone, and how much time it will take to run that campaign. Okay. We have added so many other filters as well. If you want to send it to a particular lead which is generated on your meta ads, you can do that. Maybe you have added a filter there. We can do that as well. Post that, what you need to configure is the email which you will use to send that particular campaign from. Once you have all that information, for now, we'll send it immediately. and it will give you an overview about the campaigns you have already set up. And it's asking me to input the subject line, let's say Gemini. It will give you the preview of the emailer which you have already created. You can see how it looks on desktop. If you want, you can see how it's going to look on the mobile as well. For the sake of simplicity, we have added a pre-launch checklist. Hey, now the system is suggesting me to test it before doing it. Ideally, you should. Now let's just see what happens. Right. So once this is done, you can see nice. But you'll be able to see all your campaigns data here, whatever you have run. And I think for all the garage events, we are using network chains to send all the emails. So I know it worked. But in just a moment, I'll see how it flows. That being said, so that's all about network chains. You can create a number of templates. You can bifurcate into your marketing templates, promotional templates, transactional templates, and you can run those campaigns as well. Over to you guys. Any doubts, any queries?
This is the MailChimp competitor. Everybody is looking for a MailChimp competitor. Anybody that's doing any type of email marketing, please, it's free. I mean, just think about that.
Yeah.
We're all of this is included in the $96. So yeah, I mean, I could just repeat that 100 times, but that's the fact.
I think, and the final one is cabinet. We already saw it yesterday, but then this section of cabinet is very specific to your org. What we saw yesterday was very specific to the communities and the different digital products. This is basically your Google Drive, right? You can upload products, you can share those products with internal members, and will be your repository for all your data which is getting generated. So that being said, final 5 minutes, it doesn't stop here. We have quite a lot what we are going to do in the future. Next 3 things we are all very immediately what we're going to do is we are working on Garage Docs, which will be your digital document signing and approval workflows, like the end-to-end application, what we are going to cater to. We are working on Garage Books, which will be nothing but end-to-end accounting software for SMEs team. We are working on something like Garage Marketing, which will cater to a broader distribution channel. Right now, we only have email. There's so many more, right? There may be WhatsApp marketing, WhatsApp campaigns which we run. So all those things will be coming soon in the future. And even for existing application, there are just so many new features we are working on. So deals, and I think where Abdul was mentioning those flexi funnels, there's already in process. We have all those things where you can create your customizable landing page. You can have your CMS integration directly flow into deals. We are doing Garage chat integration because that's where you will talk to all your organization. So you will be able to quickly create your task, maybe create a deal, as simple as create a note or even add employee for that matter, right from your chats. You are bringing in AI to our notes, so you'll be able to quickly create documents on the go. For Teamforce, obviously, we are integrating payroll into it. We are integrating performance appraisal modules. And soon, the whole thing will also be on mobile application. So the Garage mobile application will be available on that. So everything you see today, soon you will be able to see it in the application as well.
Fabulous job, guys. If anyone has any questions, please.
Alan is showing something.
Don't pay attention to him. He's like a guy that runs across the field at an Argentina-England game. Security needs to go grab him. But on a serious note, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I'm very proud that we were able to finish on time yesterday and today. So I hope everybody learned a lot. And because, like I said yesterday, nobody has seen any of the things which Abhishek has shown today. I've never talked about them. If you found Garage valuable before today, you should have found it double as valuable after today. Right? Please go ahead. The vision of replacing all the software a company needs is coming to fruition. And whatever Abhishek presented today is live. with the exception of whatever he said is coming in the next, that's a different thing. But everything he showed today is live, ready to be used. It would make us very happy if people used it. But the main thing that I wanted to double down on was like, there's no platform like this in the world. There really just isn't. And the reason I know that is because we've taken things from many platforms that I love and that we use, and we've put them into one thing, and we've cut the price down, and the business model is so lethal that millions of business owners will be using Garage across all of the back office apps that Abhishek just demonstrated.
Icing on the cake.
Go ahead.
Put the icing on the cake.
I don't know what the icing is. I'm diabetic.
The icing is 10 times infinity.
Okay, yes, 10 times infinity. Okay, got it. We got it. Okay, PD, I cut you off when you were saying something. Please tell me.
See, now the next task, which already me and Swarupan had discussed, that Abhishek, in near future, maybe in 6 to 12 months, if we see only in Indian market, there will be 1,000 of founders. And the biggest challenge specifically in Indian market is the good employees in any organization. So they can look at us if we have the strong Garage University and Garage HR system. Even we can provide a good employee just like Naukri.com, any job portal. Through Garage, we can also provide the good manpower to our all founders. Even we can offer the good deals because all those platforms are charging so much money. So if you can also develop some tools or software which can really help on this, not immediately, but in future, this can be also a game changer. Even it can be altogether new product like Garage. Is a population and of companies are there. Even you just imagine if we calculate the global recruitment and it will go in numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I think Garage. I think one thing I wanted to say is that Garage is like naturally built for job discovery. It's already there. It's not been formalized into a product. But if you just think about the way that the marketplace is set up, if you're a smart kid, if you're a person that realizes, hey, I want to work somewhere, you could literally just go to Garage, figure out which company you like, right? Let's say you like, I don't know, Gravity Chain, and just jump into their office. I'm already the founder, but you would literally jump into their office and you would find the founder sitting in there. You would find the HR sitting in there. So if you, on one side of how employees can discover companies, joining Garage and joining the office of the company is like a cheat code that can be used already. Now, can we formalize that and make it like a commercial product that we can charge for? Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll definitely figure what that looks like, how it will be. But just inherently built, there is not going to be a bigger collection of companies on planet Earth than on Garage. And by virtue of that, the third part of this two-sided marketplace, which would become a three-sided marketplace, could be employees, right? You have companies, you have affiliates, and you have employees. So, I mean, I think it's a great opportunity. And it's incredible. So, all right, guys, we will see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. for e-commerce, for both the seller side and the purchaser side of e-commerce. Very, very exciting stuff. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.